Hello everybody, welcome to Let's Play Phoenix Point. My name is Tamulis. Last episode we had a few haven defenses. We crushed a Pandoran nest and we managed to rescue I think it was a sniper, independent sniper from some Pandorans who were trying to kill him. His body we unfortunately could not save. Today I want to destroy this nest, do this mission and then send Manticore 1 down here, considering we got a nest down here as well. But we can, explore things along the way. And Manticore 2, I want to do this mission. Oh, don't know what happened there. And then explore, locations in America. But potentially we also got an exploration mission over here, Prisoner of Ice mission. Or it's exploration site, I'm not entirely sure on that one. But yeah, let's get started, shall we? Oh, one thing I did forget to mention, after last episode I think I accidentally forwarded that time about 1 or 2 seconds. Oh great, it's all empty really. Okay. About 1 or 2 seconds, and that haven that I was pretty sure that I wasn't be able to defend. Yeah, that got destroyed. I've also been looking at our containment. It's starting to get a little bit full. I want to save a few of these creatures, most notably the Chirons and the Sirens, because I think there are additional researchers available. Considering I'm not exactly sure where I saw that. Maybe it's one of the researchers that we already completed, but I noticed that there were like specific researchers available, like do an examination of an. I think it was a siren that also has this ability, or a Chiron who has this sort of offensive ability. But I only saw them specific to sirens and sirens and Chirons. So I think I'm going to turn the rest into food. We're going to use that food for trading, and we're going to see if these other aliens also are like used for some sort of research or not. Fireworm. Om nom 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 nom. And I were just left with sirens and Chirons. This was kind of an interesting mission, considering we were fighting human enemies and not Pandorans, or people with mutations or something like that. But yeah, we already discovered this guy over here, who, yeah, he's a heavy, so I think he's a pretty big priority target to take down first. Naturally, the second shot hits his bloody weapon, so we have to send more of our soldiers his way. But hey, we also discovered that he has some more buddies hidden over there. So yeah, taking down this one heavy soldier wasn't as straightforward as I would have liked it to be. In fact, I think we needed to pretty much send everybody else his way as well to take care of him. No, the berserker, yeah, obviously doesn't have range, and everybody else just moved up and couldn't really contribute this turn.
from you, Jericho.
Okie dokie, I am very lucky here that nobody died. But as you can see here, yeah, he survived, but barely. But barely is good enough for me, so we can heal him up and put him in a position where we can contribute again next turn. But we are going to make sure that our guys in the back, at the very least, are gonna have some cover from now on. I'm not sure what it is, but I think that the problem was that my snipers were not really managing to kill these guys in one or two turns, which was causing most of this problem. Now here I do manage to kill that first heavy, but there's also a second one over in the building on the right, and I really don't bloody like that. But yeah, most of this turn is just setting up my guys to ensure that they can get some kills next turn.
Preparing to fire. Need to try again. Pushing on.
Big boom incoming.
I was so lucky here that the enemy can also miss with his attacks, which yeah, did not entirely elude me. I bitch and moan every time when my attacks miss, but the AI can miss as well. But yeah, here I make sure that my berserker cannot, in fact, miss this shot to take care of the sniper. And then the last enemy that we've seen so far is the heavy. But yeah, I also don't know how many of those rockets he has, so I do, want to kill him as fast as possible, while also, checking what these guys were dropping. Yeah, I was about to make a very big mistake here. I did work on the guy, so he only has 2 action points to work with, and I'll let you guys think about what I didn't do here that could have helped me a lot.
Moving out. Trying to aim.
Shark and awe.
Somehow I do not lose any soldiers here. But yeah, the mistake that I made that I was talking about is that I did not check his gear to see how much action points he actually needs to make an attack. And apparently the answer to that question was 1. So he moved up a little bit and still had an action point left to fire a missile, which almost killed one of my top soldiers here. So yeah, I quickly execute him, and that's the mission.
Do you understand why your actions were necessary? Why the site is sacred? It is here that the conditions existed which brought forth a better body with a free mind. One without the other is meaningless. The Exalted bids us understand. Why here? To fathom why the site is sacred is to fathom how other sites may become sacred also. Keep on this path, and you shall hear the voice of the shadowed hierarch, and after him, the wisdom of the synod of yearning.
Okie dokie, we have to research. And it's apparently not a lot.
Research complete. Research complete.
So this, actually we already had this one, but still. Oh, and that unlocks, oh right, and that can unlock other things. Wait, mutation technology? Bonus effect, mutation lab facility available for construction.
Research complete.
Okay. Okay, so we've seen all of these three before, so that's... Mutagen harvesting. A method for extracting mutagens for Captain Pandorans is being devised. Fuck's sake, right when I had to start of the episode, harvested all of the Pandorans that I had in captivity. Oh well. Oh, that one actually needs some time to research. And these seem to be instant, so... What's this? Fungal food production?
Research complete.
Wait, we can make food of our own? Okay, I don't think we're really starving for food at the moment, but that might be a nice way to get a sort of income that we can use to trade with the other factions. Tiamat development. Where is organic matter with technology? What, really?
Research complete.
Wow, okay. Dirigible. Pre-plague airship. It can transport a squad of 8. Okay, so that's interesting, because I couldn't use any vehicles in the past, because a single vehicle takes up 3 slots. So, if I understand this correctly, we can take a squad of 5 and a vehicle, which would be pretty damn nice. Or considerably lacking. Okay, so the craft is really bloody slow. We can unlock the Berserk class, coupled with all of the things that are tied to it. We already had these two, but still. Radical mutation, woohoo! Advanced melee weapons. Dagon's Tooth. Holy shit, bleed 50, that is damn nasty. 100 damage, 50 piercing, and 6 virus. Yeah, okay, these are pretty damn nasty. Both require 2 action points to use, though. That is a damn shame. And the priest class. They've been granted secret forms of mutation. Yeah, we already had the Redeemer, but all of the other things. So it seems that there always has to be a mutation, because they don't have a head armor, and they say they have access to secret head mutations. Living allied units within 7 tasks. Oh wow, that's a very damn good passive one. He's still frenzy. I think the one priest that I have has this one. What's this? Screaming head. So that basically gives us psychic scream. Okay. Holy shit. Advanced mutation technology.
Research complete.
Perceptor head. Shadow legs. Electric kick. Tentacle torso. Wait, what? Melee repulsive tentacles in response to nearby enemy attacks. Okay. Acid weaponry.
Research complete.
What? 10 damage. Okay, damage is not very high. Acid 10, burst of 5. It's a handgun. Effective range 17 is very decent though. And they have an acid grenade. What? Okay, Mutog Warbeast.
Research complete.
So, was this their vehicle, I think? Yeah, it's basically their vehicle. Venomous regenerating slasher Mutog. The more research I unlock, the more interesting they are to me, honestly. Mutagen harvesting, so that we can... Okay, we don't have that yet, so that gives us some time to capture some Pandorans. What's this? Advanced acid technology. So that gives us a 20% damage bonus to... I think it's just the acid though, but it looks good. The new Jericho Research and Development Group have managed to create a prototype heavy cannon capable of effectively firing acid filled with ammo. Wait, why does it mention New Jericho? We just got attacked from Sabzavanu. Okay. They may be referring to some of the... when I was spending some time on the weekend, I noticed that there were some weapons and other things that are unlocked when you like have technology from both factions, so they're already moving there. Where do we want to move you in the meantime? Let's see, you're an American, right? Or were you in... Hold on, let me... So this should be America, right? Yeah. Let's just move you there. And they're gonna attack the Pandoran nest before seating.
Preparing to fire.
All I need is a clear shot.
Enemy contact. Moving to coordinates.
Okay, this has to be the quickest lair mission ever. What the fuck? Less than 2 minutes, really? Alright. So this was your... Yeah. Basically okay, my topography wasn't very good, but I don't think the distance between America and Russia is this shallow. it would mean that this is, I forgot which state it was, Alaska I think. But anyway, let's send this ship over to this mission, the frozen mission.
Construction complete.
Okay. Okay, our clarity helmet modules are starting to be unlocked. Okay, we reached the frozen site. The deep point in Siberia that has Sam's notes and signals point of interest. For ends up in our understanding of life. Scientists who worked at the station are long dead. Their mutated bodies lie frozen in strange demonic poses. It's easy for arbiters to receive the samples that we were researching, which Randolph Symes came all his way to examine.
In 2022, a group of researchers investigating an anthrax outbreak caused by melting permafrost in northern Siberia went missing. The Phoenix Project tried to find out what happened to them, but our resources were stretched too thin, and our allies in the Russian government were losing influence, so we let it go. All these years later, looking at these samples, I wonder, is this where it started? Is this the first outbreak? If we had done more, could we have stopped it? The genetic material I have recovered might hold the answers, but I'm not sure I want to know.
Alright, so that just leaves us with the Prisoner of Ice mission to complete for the story. Wait, let me check up on the other ship. Okay, yeah, they're both doing something. And they're ambushed. Well, fuck me. This mission wasn't that bad as far as ambushes go. So far I could only see a siren, one that did have psychic scream though. So yeah, I did want to care of that one. But other than setting up some overwatches, I couldn't really do that much in this first turn because there was nothing that I could see that I could actually fire at.
Overwatching. I'll keep my eyes open.
So they managed to only trigger one overwatch, and when I saw this guy approach to me from the right, I felt like an outright idiot. That said, he is coming home with us. So notice how so far we haven't even taken a single point of damage yet.
Taking aim. Moving to coordinates.
So the reason why I took out her head first is because that the two tests between missions tell you that if you disable their heads, they should not be able to make use of their psychic scream. So now, what we're going to be doing is, well, first of all, make sure that she can't use her her abilities by lowering her action points with war cry, and we're going to stun her and take her home with us. Now her melee attacks also use two action points, so if we do not stand in town next to her, she shouldn't even be able to attack us at all. And yeah, as you can see, she's also coming home with us.
Not enough.
Here I was trying to be cheeky, and yeah, by using the free aim part and the fact that the Hell Chew can punch through walls, but as we are going to see, I was aiming a little bit too high. Just as planned, she did not have any action points to do much of anything. So what we're doing is putting the last points of paralyzation on her and a few turns to spare, so we can casually walk over to the evac zone and exit this mission, which is exactly what we did. Okay. Okay, here over there doing that. I feel we're just going to move around a little bit. Oh wait. Okay, but I discovered looks like an abandoned town. Actually, it's turned on. Test site for automated vehicles. Hey, they gave us just the materials that we needed to build a food production facility. Let us see how productive that thing is. Let's see. You are scanning that. Alright, very good. You can move over there. Right, before I was interrupted, one of my guys lost his weapon in that attack against the Jericho guys holding that site. Let's see. Yeah, that will be him. Unfortunately, we don't have a spare Jericho rifle around, so let's just give you a normal Phoenix assault rifle. So that, hey, at the very least, now you can actually do something. Alright, what do we got here? Temple or church. Decade coin, some church site. Some materials. Nice. Let us make our way over towards this mission, and I think there was a nest here down here somewhere. Oh, wait, it's actually over there. And the disciples of. Yeah, we need to move there. Okay, which one is closest? Okay, drop what you're doing. Make your way over to the Haven. Let's give them a new job as well. Move towards that. How far are you? Oh, wait, what do we got here? I've discovered what can only be described as a luxury shelter, an underground facility so extravagant that beggars belief. Multiple swimming pools, a gym, a sauna, and cinema, even dedicated VR room. The only thing it doesn't have is people. You know what? Install with the normal facilities. Yeah. Alright. Okay, they're moving towards the Haven defense. But then should go towards the exploration site. Discovered cryogenics laboratory. Symes mentioned in his notes it appears to have been a government facility, possibly a black set of scans, as far as we can tell. Symes came here to examine the samples collected in the 1960s. Unfortunately, the facility has been compromised and now functions as a base for a group of raiders. Okay. So this was an interesting mission, because it again was a mission with against human enemies, and they were called raiders in this point. So I'm just going to assume that they were like underlined soldiers of some kind. But if you look at their levels, yeah, I think we are a little bit over leveled for this one. So I'm not entirely sure at what point in the campaign you are supposed to do this mission, but we were seriously over leveled for this one. At this point I stopped a little bit, considering the armor boards are kind of an issue with an assault rifle.
Dancing.
Yeah, I gotta soften that target up first.
What did you just do to me?
In fact, we softened him up so much that he's gonna die from the bleeding damage, and yeah, we're just gonna work right at the remaining enemies that we see and move up with everybody else.
Hot potato.
Born again.
No, I wasn't really appreciating the grenade treatment that they were giving me specifically, not because it damages your gear, but yeah, aside from the sniper and the grenades, they don't really got that much dangerous weapons compared to ours. So yeah, we work from them a little bit more, which yeah, the heavy is completely neutered by that, and everybody else is neutered in some other way.
Moving to coordinates. Ready to fire.
Ready to engage.
Need a moment.
Ready to rumble.
Yeah, these guys never stood a chance, did they?
I'm on the move. On my way.
Identifying target.
Here.
I just need the right angle.
Yeah, okay, so they did have a higher ranked soldier. This one was level 5, but as you could see, that was not enough for them to survive this encounter.
Got a visual.
Ready to fire. Threat eliminated.
I'm here.
In the 1960s, the Phoenix Project clashed with an unknown intelligence outfit associated with the CIA. One of these clashes concerned the cultures stored in this lab, said to be responsible for a terrible plague somewhere in what was then called the Third World. At the time of his death, my great-grandfather was trying to force the CIA to at least share some samples, but they denied everything, even the existence of this lab. It looks like the research was abandoned in the late 1970s. I'm not sure why. The samples are degraded, but if my analysis is correct, this is the Pandora virus. Sometimes I wonder whether the only reason we survived as a species is sheer luck.
Okay, so we unlock some new research. Research into the bizarro virus. You know, considering that's kind of priority, let's move it up the tree a little bit. Let's first research this one, the current vivisection, then that, and all of these other things can wait. Maybe it's an idea to invest in another research facility. Does this one have one already? Don't think so. It doesn't really matter all that much either. But get ourselves another research lab. Tone down on the duration of that research a little bit more. Ah, fuck, I don't think we're gonna make it. Okay, we barely made it. Barely made it. Yeah, let's do that. So it was kind of refreshing to actually find the enemies on this map on the first turn for a change. That said, I think that was the only one who was actually in a position to actually do any kind of damage to them. Because, yeah, we didn't really have much angles of shots at them or any kind, and we were kind of spread all over the roof. So I'm not entirely sure how those tritons did not trigger Overwatch. My guess is that we just didn't have an angle at them or something. But that's the only thing that I can really think of. But this guy is standing right in the open. Hello, good sir. Please take my anti-tank shells around the house.
What's our move?
Moving to position. I'm on Overwatch.
The only upside on us being spread all over the roof is that the enemies are also kind of spread all over the place. So yeah, but I'm never turning down the chance to take some live specimens down with us. So that's what we're doing here. And just because the one Arfron that was bleeding out didn't die yet, I decided to whack him with a bash to ensure that he died this turn. And yeah, then we're gonna take care of the other unwelcome guest that decided to pop his ugly head over here. Oh, look, he has more friends. Oh shit.
Aiming.
All I need is a clear shot.
Oh, look, more volunteers. So here I just finished off the last one that we're not going to be taking home with us. And then came the cat and mouse play of running around the map and trying to find the last enemies. And yeah, that generally takes the longest time in this mission, where roughly 2/3 of the mission is just running around senselessly trying to find the last one or two enemies.
Hostile down.
Don't ask me what the fuck this was. My snipers couldn't hit shit and all my heavies are landing their shots. It was really a special day. And here we have the little bastard that is the reason why this mission is taking so long. So I'm not entirely sure what it is. Sometimes you find a group like 2 or 3 enemies. Sometimes you just find one enemy that is just huddling in the corner of the map and doesn't seem to be doing anything. Maybe the AI borked up, maybe they came in as reinforcement. I don't know. But every single time when I play on this mission, the same thing happens, which is also one of the reasons why I decided to just, cut most of this mission out, because, yeah, it's a whole lot of running around just to find the last enemy.
Just a bit off. You'll be pleased to hear that you've received the blessing of the Shadowed Hierarch. What does that mean? Well, it's hard to say. He's a pretty elusive figure, but I know one thing about him. He doesn't care about dogma or symbolism. In some ways, he's a cynic, but that's why the Exalted keeps him around. Because if he supports something, it's because he thinks it's going to benefit us. Oh, I almost forgot. The Hierarch also sends a gift. Accepting it has great symbolic value to our people. It means you've accepted his blessing. Good. Soon you'll be able to talk to the Synod of Yearning. But be careful. Our little trinity is not to be trifled with.
Okay, so I think that's enough progress from one episode. I think we actually achieved quite a bit. And when I look at how much this mission for the from Anu gave us in terms of research. I think it's also a good idea to grab to next episode grab these two, but probably not with this squad because I think they're aside from the fact that they're all pretty damn tired, they're also not the best team that we got, to put it bluntly. They're far from bad, but we also haven't equipped them with the best of gear, so it's maybe a good idea to next episode destroy this nest of them and then dump them here, and then with this Manticore grab one of our other teams. Manticore 2. How tired are you guys? Yeah, same story. I think we're gonna have to return people to a nearby base. That's probably this one. Yeah, and then continue with a different team. Maybe I'm gonna pick up the 2 guys that we got over here and the few guys that we got in Phoenix Point that haven't been assigned to a team yet, and try to combine a 4th team. But we'll see what we do next episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Next to movies, and I'll see you guys next time.